Hello, chat. Just getting some coffee. Thank you for your patience. It's alive! Hello, Splint Lizard. I'm here, I'm alive. Let me pull up Blender. I have been solving problems. That's what I've been doing. Solving wall problems. Apparently having lung problems also. Where'd my walls go? No, not my walls. I'm looking at my walls. Stare. Stare? Square? Can you tell I need coffee, chat? Goodness gracious. Hello, A1. How you doing? Let me just pop out Twitch chat here. There we go. Let me scoot you over here so I can see. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, I also did some other things. I said I would solve the wall problem, which I did. I said I would solve it last stream. I have. I learned some things about how to do this to make it actually modular. Still might require a little bit of tweaking here and there, but that's alright. Let's take a look at the other ones I made. Let me just hide the chat here. We got some sci-fi assets as well. Just to see if I could hit a different genre. Okay. I'm gonna go grab the rest of my coffee. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay. I'm back. Yeah. I want to do some animated assets for this one also. I'm thinking that it might make sense to have like at least two animations. One, I have an idea for like a spinny kind of device. And I would require an animation to spin up to speed and then one to remain at speed, and then I think you could reverse the... Well, no, you couldn't reverse it because then it would play backwards. You'd have to do a slowing down animation also. Which might be annoying. Where is this? There it is. There, you scooch right over there. There we go. Oh. Okay, let's head back to the other one here. Let me check my other floor here. Alright, so I have got this one to a point where I think if I duplicate it over, I won't have any shading issues at all. No. It's been optimized. I want to double check that though. Let's just check the bottom of our thingy here. Do we have any extraneous faces? Yep. These don't need to exist. Everything else has its back faces culled already. Side faces are fine. Right. Now these align directly to center, I believe. Yep. Which is great. So some variation on this would be good. As would some like a half wall, I think. Yeah. Trying trying to use my brain about this. Let's check them vertically. Are they aligning? They're actually off in alignment just a bit. It's interesting. Is this at the center? Yeah, it's dead center. So this is dead center. This is off. It's exactly 4 meters wide. Hit origin to geometry, cursor to world origin, selection of cursor. Now it should be exact, but it's not. Why? That's what I want to know. Why is it not exact? Okay. I'm gonna make a link duplicate off to the right. Okay, that's better. It's still off. What are the problem here? What are this? Okay. That's better. Just gonna put the origin to the 3D cursor. Same thing for that one. They all link up at the same spot. Alrighty. Come back to the dungeon stuff in a minute. I really want... I've had this idea for a minute. Where's my floor? Oh, those are display. Floor base. Alright. I'm picturing in my mind a device. Yeah, let's put the origin to the 3D cursor. Let's go into edit mode. I'm going to turn snapping increment off. Making some sort of... Okay. Thinking some sort of... No, just shade smooth. There we go. Seems fine. Alright, let's apply the atlas to this. Scale to 1%. Let's make this... I don't know if I want this to be metallic or not, chat. Doesn't really matter. We can always update that later. But just for the sake of argument right now, let's get all of the sideways facing faces a little bit darker. Just a little bit. And then if we have any under faces like this one, let's make it a little bit darker still. And then all of the upward facing faces, we're going to give just a little more oomph by moving them up a bit. Now we've got fake lighting baked into our thingy now, which is great. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking some sort of 3, maybe 4-sided object. How would I do that? What do I want to do? I'm thinking like a centrifuge, maybe? Something that spins up. Or maybe if I... Do I remember how to do this? I'm going to add a cube. That was a plane. I'm going to add a cube. Z. Okay, there we go. Rotate on the Y45. Rotate on the Z45. Rotate on the X45. Did I do that correctly? No, I did not. RY45. Okay. RX45. I'm typing 48. RX45. That's so strange. I think my math is wrong in my head, that's why. Hello, Jason. Never caught a live stream before. Your content is top notch. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jason. Welcome to the stream. Facundo Maleo. Well, hello indeed. Hello. How you doing? I'm thinking about animating some sort of weird thingamabob for these sci-fi assets. Something that you would like come up and interact with. You'd like poke the button and then it starts to spin. And I think I would need 3 animations for that. I would need one where you poke the button and then it spools up and starts spinning. It gets up to speed. What's up, Caldnell? I'm doing good. I hope your day's going well also. I got coffee, I got Blender, chats here. I'm pretty happy. Not gonna lie. But I am struggling to remember how. There's a way to get a cube to spin directly on this diagonal axis. I can't remember how to rotate it. Like, through that. And I can't remember how to rotate it. So, maybe, it's not going to be a cube anyway, really. Maybe what I'll do is I will add a cube, and then I'll just mangle the cube, chat. I'll just mangle it up a little bit. Like so. Let's maybe grab these sides and scale them down. What? Do I have proportional editing on? Why did it scale so strangely? Oh, I'm missing a face. Okay. Let's inset these. Yeah. That's better. Yeah. Rotate 2 axes at the same time. Yeah, you can do, I don't know if you know this, chat, you probably do. But if you want to, you know how if you're like, let's say I want to move, I'll duplicate this over. Let's say I want to move this just on the x-axis, you'd hit G then X, right? To constrain it to the X, or GY, GZ, whatever. You can also make it so that you can constrain it so that you don't move in a direction. Let's say I want to move this, but I don't want to move it on the Z-axis, the Z-axis. Hit G and then hit Shift Z, and it will only move on the X and Y. So you can see the 2 active axes. So you can hit Shift and then the axis you don't want to move on, which is pretty handy sometimes. I have this horrible tendency to not use the gizmo. And since I've been doing this, like making modular low poly assets though, the gizmo's been pretty sweet. Change pivot point to one of the edges maybe. That's probably, yeah, I could probably put the origin to one of the vertices and then rotate it that way. I think just doing a cube would have been a little boring. I was thinking maybe of wireframing a cube. But I don't think it's necessary. I do wonder though, chat, that makes me think about maybe a science experiment here. If I go to a cube, and I grab all of these faces, and I dissolve the faces. No, it didn't work. Let's see, all X, faces, only faces. Okay, now I'm left with vertices like this. Can I convert this to a curve? I can. And then if I go to geometry, I don't want to offset it, no, but I extrude it. Oh, wow. Okay. That's really wonky and messy, but it's cool that you can do it. Vertices must have normal directions, because each of these are going in a completely different way. I guess that, yeah, that makes sense. There would be vertex normals, wouldn't there? Okay. Off. Alright. Let's catch up a chat. Learn a new shortcut. Woohoo! We did it! Diamond Dust Nitro. Well, hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Hello, hello. Maybe depth instead. Ooh. Yeah. Let's bring it back and give that a try. Do. Ah, yes. Genius. Look at this. These ones here are separated. Some of them are separated. For science! That's really strange. Let's see. Let's increase the resolution. See if it makes any difference. No. Fill caps. Okay, well that's interesting to know. I could have it bevel around an actual curve object, but or a mesh. Maybe use tubs. Good morning, Naoku. How's Saturday treating me? Pretty good so far. How about you? Pretty dang good so far. Just chilling. Got some coffee. Testing some things out in Blender. We're fiddling around with ways to mess with a cube that's been converted to a curve. That's interesting. I'm gonna come back to that. But for right now, maybe seams or something. Yeah, I don't know either. It's something to play around with for sure, because I think there could be some interesting applications if you can get really geometric shapes into curves and then smush them around a bit. Sounds like it'd be fun. Alright. So we got this shape now. Just gonna apply the same material, Atlas to that. Maybe editing A, scale 0, 1. Let's make this, I don't know if I want this one to be metallic or not. We should make it a weird color, something like that. We can fiddle with the rest of it later. Awesome, glad to hear it, Naoku. Okay, I'm gonna add a cylinder. Also at 12, yes. Let's just scooch it up. Turn increment on. Scale Shift Z. Oh yeah, this works for scaling too, by the way. So if I want to scale this, I want to make it skinnier. Then the only way I don't want to scale it is in the Z. So if I hit S Shift Z, oops, S Shift Z, it will scale in every dimension except the Z dimension, which is really, really handy. So let's say I want it something like that in size. That's pretty good, actually. Let's make it just a little bit longer. And then I think I'm gonna maybe bevel these. Scale the things smaller. That was the wrong thing selected. All right, let's inset them. Scale it in the Y. Okay. I'm going to create a linked duplicate by hitting Alt-D and rotate it 90 degrees. So Alt-D will make a linked duplicate, meaning that if I make changes to one of them, they both get changed. Any of the linked duplicates will get changed. Let's just mark this as a sharp, shall we? Do the same on the other side. Mark sharp. That way the shading knows I want to keep that sharp. I'm gonna select everything and Alt-S to scale it up proportionally. It's gonna like inflate it basically. Another edge loop here. Don't forget to apply scale. I always forget. All transforms, yes, apply, that's fine. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's join these together. Grab these. Oh, let's grab all of them. I'll grab these lads. Control I. Move this fella there. Something like that. That looks absolutely horrendous. What's happening here? Oh, you have a billion seams. Okay, well, let's fix that. What the heck? Grab all of these seams except for the bottom one and clear them. No, don't remark the seams. Oh, goodness sakes. Let me catch up on chat. Hello, why not? Oh, and Control L for linked. You just need to select what objects you want to link. Yeah. Yeah, sorry if I didn't mention that. That is correct. I love that texturing technique. I learned it from Infenzius. So did I. This is his texture, actually. He's a legend. Oh, you know what I want to do? These what? What am I doing? I'm gonna split those off. Delete this. Ah! Link, P, selection. Delete that. Good heavens. The auto unwrap. I think I know what the problem is. Rejoin those. Mark by angle. Mark it by a larger angle. Say 45 for this one. It's considerably better. Called now. Can you explain the relationship between seams and subdiv modifier? It's an interesting question. If you're focusing right now, it's all good though. Well, I can take a crack at it. Let me just grab these guys. Let's grab all this. I'll grab these fellas. What are you doing? There we go. Let's put these towards metal and grab these guys, put them in the orange somewhere, and that'll do for now. Shade those flat. That's fine. Seams and subdiv modifier. I guess we could test to see. Like. So, you want to put your UV seams. I'll see if I can answer this best I can. You want to put your UV seams on the lowest possible resolution thing you have, right? So let's say I have a, let's go to a cube. I'm going to give it 3 levels of subdivision here. Let's just give it a texture so we can see what's happening. Okay. Got a cube sphere here. By the way, if you want to make a very round... You don't want to use a UV sphere, which has all the pinching poles. You can add a cube, give it 3 levels of subdivision, and then add a cast modifier with the factor set to 1. and then apply it. And if I apply the subdivision here, you got nice quads, and it's perfectly round. So that's another option. Mark seams, unwrap, then pin the UV will preserve the UV from accidental modifications. Yes, sub-D shouldn't affect mapping. Pretty much exactly. So, because you're putting your UV seams on your lowest level of subdivision, the subdivision doesn't move the geometry, like the mapping location of the UVs, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Like here, maybe what I'll do, I'll back this up. Let me apply the cast, but then we'll give this a lower level of subdivision. I'll scooch it over. Well, let's actually mark some seams on it, so let's apply this. And then let's say I just cut a seam across. Here, unwrap. If I go to UV editing, this is not what I want to be focused on. There we go. All right, here. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, that's fine. I'll unwrap there. Say I've got that. Never used cast before. Yeah, cast I think just pushes the outside of something to match a different shape. So if it's set to sphere, it'll try and match that to a sphere. Everyone in Blender right now better be saving, or the file corruption demon is coming over. I save religiously in Blender. All time, all time, all time, all time. Yeah, so I've got my UVs here. And then if I subdivide it, my UVs are still the same. I think, let's try applying the subdivision and then we'll see. Yeah, still same. There's just more geometry between where you cut the islands. Weird thing going on in the corners. Yes, thank you for the reminder to save. Agreed. Weird thing going on in the corners. Let's see. Yeah, well, first of all, I want these darker. Let's move them down just a bit. I'm gonna grab these. I'll lighten them up. Just going in and giving it a very quick fake lighting pass. Okay, let's do the same on the bottom here. Boop, 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 boop. And then the bottom face, just right around the same. Top face. Something like that. Do we want it to be metallic instead? Ooh, that looks kind of cool. So same thing here. Let's switch this guy to metallic. You think you understand? Okay. Thanks. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Basically, I think your seams will be... like, your seams aren't going to move. And because you're just subdividing around certain geometry, they shouldn't move, even if the subdivision adds more geometry in between. This looks so nice. Oh, thanks. Let's go back to UV editing and turn these back on. So, I wonder chat, let's see. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna add a new material. Oh, I don't have the emissive one. Well, that's fine. That's actually very strange that I don't have it. Let's duplicate this, call it Atlas. Nope. Emissive. We're going to change this back to metallic. We're going to add a new material, Atlas Emissive. And we're going to go select these faces. And we're going to give them a glow. We're going to assign that. We're going to go to emission. What do you think? Blue? Something like that. We can superpower it. Good morning, Mayo. How's it going? Alright, so... I'm going to scale this whole thing down just a bit. Scale it down. Turn snapping off. All transforms, origin to geometry. I'm going to do the same thing here. There we go. I'm going to go origin to 3D cursor. That would help if the cursor was at the world origin. Cursor to world origin. There we go. Origin to 3D cursor. Origin to 3D cursor. Both of you. There we go. Doing good. Modeling some buildings. The usual. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright. I don't hate the way this looks, but it's a little inconsistent in terms of design right now, because we've got really, really sharp shapes here with some round, and then really, really round shapes here. Shape contrast is important, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's maybe do this here. I'm just going to split these off as an experiment and scale this origin to geometry, all scaled Z. I'm just going to squish it in. Already, I think that looks more interesting. Alright, origin to geometry. There we go. So maybe for the animation, it can start seated here. Let's scale this just a bit bigger. Slide it down. Let's scooch it up a bit. There we go. Something like that. And then when you push a button... Hi, Manny. What am I making here? I'm making some kind of, I don't know, centrifuge thing. Some sort of sci-fi prop. I've got these modular sci-fi things I want to test out. So I made some walls earlier. An omelet. I'm definitely going to break some eggs. And by eggs, I mean my brain cells. Reminds me of the laser towers from Zelda: A Link to the Past. Oh, nice. I'll take that as a compliment. Because Zelda has very good design. Let's see. It doesn't have to be crazy. Like right now, with these sci-fi assets, I'm just iterating. I'm playing around. These are also going to be given away for free. So, my challenge, the challenge I've posed to myself with these assets is practice, first of all. Also, making sure that things are properly optimized is another challenge. So, like, making sure that there's no extraneous faces on these things. Making sure the geometry is all right and as low poly as possible. I had so many problems getting these walls figured out, the best way to do it, but I finally figured out a method, which is to just use this white part as a frame and then build the kind of custom panels in between as separate objects and then join them together. That way they all follow this exact size and snap together on the grid. But you'll see all of them are optimized in this way. So they have any faces that you don't see, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, anyway, that's a long way of answering your question. What am I doing? I am fiddling around and making some sci-fi assets. My plan is to animate this one, and I'm probably going to have to Excuse me, I'm probably gonna have to jump into some curves. Why is the origin not dead center? I have a confusion. I have a sincere confusion. Okay, let's do this. L. Delete. Nope. Delete faces. Good heavens. What is going on here? Link, 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 link. Everything. Everything. Everything linked. Faces. Okay. Origin to geometry. Ugh. Alignment is the bane of my existence, chat. This is just how it is. Origin to geometry. Are you dead center now? Yes. Origin to geometry. Nani? Does that look like the center of that to you, chat? Does not look like the center of it to me. Origin to geometry. There's no modifiers. All transforms. Origin to geometry. Don't walk navigation me, you jerk. Origin to geometry, please. What the heck is going on? Alright, well. In that case. In that case. Oh, I should probably name these actually before I lose them. Centrifuge. Centrifuge pedestal. Okay. Centrifuge spinner. Move. Props. Okay, let's hide those. We can hide the base floor. Let's add a mirror modifier on the X around an empty with clipping on. Make sure we can see through GX. Okay, now we apply that modifier. Make sure we don't have any vertices that need merging. Now the origin is in the dead center. I must have scaled it weird. Use vertex mode and select all. Maybe there are loose vertices or something. Yeah, could have been. For sure, could have been. Cyril Aonarak. First time stopping by. Welcome! I love these kinds of candid Blender streams. It's so great to see other people's problem-solving methods. Helps me feel more normal. Oh, it's definitely normal. And thanks for coming by the stream. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, we'll be solving plenty of problems. We'll be smashing our head against all sorts of things and trying to come up with solutions. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Alrighty. Like, yeah, I don't know what I did. I must not have applied some scale or something like that. Let's go origin to geometry. Cursor to selected. Let's move this to 3D cursor. Oopsies. Cursor to selected. This to 3D cursor. Okay, now it's centered. So theoretically, I should be able to duplicate it, rotate it 90 degrees, join it together with this, and then join it together with this, and have the origin be in the center. All transforms, origin to geometry. Yay! We did it! I think you did not scale the object before you made a linked object, so it might have thrown the object's center of gravity off. Ooh, yeah, that could have been. Dang it. Dang it. Keiko, hey, first time discovering your vids today because of YouTube Paint, and your channel is simply amazing. Thanks, Keiko. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you to say. Welcome to the stream. I'm fiddling around trying to make some... I'm going to animate some sort of centrifuge thing. I don't know, some... you know, random sci-fi device. And It's hard to problem solve, but it's fun. Actually, one of my very good friends who's an amazing 3D sculptor hates working in 3D if it's not sculpting because of the requirement to be problem solving all the time. It's like 90% of the process is problem solving. Okay. Better. That's better. Centrifuge spinner, centrifuge. Oh, no, 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 no. If there's one hotkey I could do without, seriously, it would be visibility sets with the numpad keys. Oh, I still haven't figured out. YouTube Paint videos brought me here too. YouTube Paint's so good. And YouTube Umar, the guy who made it, is like the nicest person. He's awesome. Alright. What did I do? I got rid of my display. Why is this not in display? You should be in display. There we go. How many times can I say display? Many. Let me turn my screencast keys on for you guys here. I used to have this on by default, but I've been doing so much stuff off screen and off video lately that I decided to turn it off. I'm gonna put it where? Get maybe up here? That seem reasonable? Alright. Wait, no, Bolty's in the way. Dang it! You know what? Maybe I'll just move Bolty. Scoot your butt. Over here. There we go. That's better. Okay. Awesome. Let me make sure I can see my Twitch chat. As A1's chilling over there. There should be a hotkey for unhide most recently hidden object, or hiding object shouldn't be excluded from Control Z. I agree. Don't think that would be so useful? A hotkey for unhide most recently hidden object? I'd use it. That reminds me, I checked out Comet Lord minis and they were awesome. Thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, Scott's insane. He really is, like, in my opinion, one of the best mini sculptors on the planet right now. The Control Z idea is good. I would use a hotkey for unhide most recent hidden object, I think. But that's because despite using Blender for 5 or 6 years, I constantly smash the wrong key. All right, let's see. I think I want to put an insert on here, one of my buttons, but I have those. Where are they? Inserts. Here. Probably small. Let's turn them on. It's right there. Okay, with that one selected, origin to geometry, and scooch it forward. That's maybe a bit small. So we'll shut that one off, and we'll go to button around yellow. Okay. Duplicate it, move it to props. Hide that one. Seems like a weird place for a button. Alright. Maybe I should add like a... Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Just gonna add like a box. There we go. Shift A, add mesh. Cube. Choose add one. There we go. Just gonna get rid of this face and this face. Whoopsies. Delete that face and delete this face. That looks like from the side. scale it on the X just a little bit. It'll look a bit tighter there. Honestly, that's probably fine. All right, let's see. Nani? There we go. This one wouldn't be quite that dark. Nor would these. I wonder if maybe... Let's just slide these all towards just a slightly different color. Just for some variation. Shut this off and see what we get. Maybe somewhere in the same vein as this. Okay. I think I have a place I can put the button now. Let's just take this button. Button, who's got the button? Or X45. We'll just scooch it down here. Let me catch up on chat. See you guys, have a good time. Thanks for the stream. See you, why not? Thanks for stopping by. How about give a hide function based on vertex groups? Gives me an idea for an add-on. Ooh, that'd be handy. If it could convert the process of hiding a vertex group into a single click, instead of having to go and select the vertex group and scale shift ZZ. Nope, scale shift Z. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna unrotate that. I'm gonna make it just a bit bigger. I'm also gonna change its color, I think, because it should be blue or something, maybe? Just to be a complementary color. Let's just go here and pick a blue that works. That'll do. By the way, since I landed while you were doing that, I have no idea what prop this is for. Is it like a turret? This is actually just like a centrifuge or something was what I was thinking. So the thinking is that I'm going to animate this part, essentially. Let me just pull up a timeline here. I will need to probably go into the curve editor and stuff, but let's grab this. I'm just gonna keyframe on one, its location and rotation. There we go. And I'm thinking what it's gonna do is like, so I'll have to make 3 animations essentially. One is just an interactive sci-fi thingy right now, I think. Yes. Yeah, not sure. It's, I think in movies they call it phlebotomy or a MacGuffin. It's something that enables a story to continue. I'm having a hard time modeling shoes now. Shoes are hard to model. I'm not surprised. It's good practice though, A1. Just an interactive sci-fi thingy? Yeah. So I think 3 animations. One is the spool up, so it like you push the button and then it lifts up and starts to spin. Second animation would be it moving at speed. So it's something you could have cycle until you hit the button again. And then a winding down one, which would just be the reverse of the winding up one. So let's let's start here. Let's just make sure all of my transforms are applied. And I have my keyframes in, which I do. I need to make sure we're in 30 frames per second, which we are, because you don't want 24 for games. They don't render at that frame rate. So 30 is good. Excuse me. Let's move 30 frames. And I'm going to move it up just a up just a smidge. I don't have auto keyframe on right now. I know you can use auto keyframe, but I'm not going to, because when you're designing props in particular, if you have auto keyframe on, it will save its initial position in the timeline. And that caused me numerous headaches in the last couple days, so for right now I'm going to be keying manually. Ethereal religions. I would like to know how you do the talking icon. Like my avatar, the Bolty. I animated it using Grease Pencil in Blender. And then exported it, and I put it into an app called VideoTube Mini, which will toggle between two sets of like images or animations when it picks up a mic signal. So there's one animation when I'm not talking and a different one when I am. All right, so I'm gonna put in a keyframe for the Z location here, and it's gonna slide up. And I think probably, let's see, 30 seconds, 210 would be 7 seconds. I don't think I want it to take that long. Let's say 5 seconds. 150 frames, 5 seconds. So let's have it. Nice. Yeah. You can do it. You can do it in Blender, and then export it. There's actually quite a few apps that can do PNG tubers, but VideoTube's really, really nice, and it's free. Anybody can do it. Okay, so I'm gonna probably, the way to do this is gonna be to edit it with curves, but I'm gonna go to 0. Its rotation. I actually don't want to keyframe anything except its Z location. I want to lock the other two. In fact, I want to lock the other two on these as well. So I'm only rotating it around the Z and moving it up on the Z. So here's, it moves up. I want it to rotate to like, I've never changed the rate of a rotation during an animation. It'll do it automatically, I think. I'll have to use a curve. Like, I'll have to use a smooth curve to get it to animate like it's spooling up. So I'll have to go into the curve editor in a minute. But for now, let's just say we want this to end up 45 degrees rotated. So I'm going to hit RZ45, enter, and then I'm going to keyframe 45. So now it'll start to spin. And then I'll say in another 60 frames. So frame 90. I want to add 90 degrees. So it'll be at 135. So let's see what happens. Okay, well, first of all, we're going to need to go into the, not the dope sheet, graph editor. And this one, can I normalize, please? Normalize, there we go. This one, what's it? It's interpolation to be, is it constant? I think so. Nope. I want it to be linear. All of it. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. There we go. So that way it won't Oh, I wonder actually. Let's pick it up. Okay, we'll go back to the beginning. I will go back to the timeline and then I will catch up with chat. I just want to go here. Let's go 30. Let's say it's 60. I want it to be. It's at 45. I want it to be at. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It's going at constant rate. And then I think I want it to here. 204.59. Okay, well I want it to spool up much more than that. So let's say plus 360. So it's gonna like, oh, I didn't keyframe it. Plus 360, keyframe it. There we go. It's gonna freak out after like half a second. I do most of my animations in Unreal Engine, but the concepts are the same no matter what software you use. True. I would love to learn more about animating in Unreal Engine. It's definitely on my list of skills to acquire. My limits are like stuck to montages and animation blueprints right now. That's about it. And only basics of those. But let's see what we get here. Okay. That's fine. That speed isn't terrible. Like if I picture this being somewhere on a map, it could probably be faster. Probably be a bit faster because right now it's at a rate of, what is that? If it goes from 45 to 500 and some, 45, so it'd be 405. 405 roughly every 80 some frames. It's doing 360. Tenacity. Yo, I'm trying to create a stylized material for my object with geometry nodes, but I'm kind of stuck right now. Any suggestions where I can look up for some guides for reference? There's, I'm not sure about materials for geonodes. Give me a second, though. Because I do actually have a suggestion. There's somebody on YouTube. Oh. Here we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. Here we go, here we go. It is a Crossmind Studio. For geonodes in particular, let me type it in chat. Crossmind Studio on YouTube. They have a playlist all about geonodes, and it's bonkers good. It's very, very, very good. That would be my recommendation. They may cover some material stuff there. Aside from that, who else is good at geonodes? Oh no, what's his name? There's one guy who puts out stuff with geometry nodes who's legit, like, I think legitimately a genius. I cannot remember his name though. If I think of it, I'll let you know. Tenacity. Alright, let's see. So I want it faster than that. So let's select this. I'm going to add another 360 degrees on and then re-keyframe. It's going to be pretty quick. Okay, it's actually not that fast. I keep thinking it'll be really fast, but it's not. You're welcome. Yeah, check it out. It's really, really good. Man, I wish I could remember the name. Hold on, let me see if I can find the other guy. Because the stuff it makes is nuts. Tree nodes. He should be one of the first ones that pops up here. It's not Ducky. Ducky's great. Kaizen's also amazing. No, 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 no. Come on. I will know his name when I see it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Maybe you do some? No, I don't fiddle around with geometry nodes. Certainly not on stream. Geometry nodes are very, very counterintuitive for me. Like, they take a lot of practice to learn. I might do it on stream at some point, but certainly not today. If I could figure out how to, like, do anything basic, I'm sure people would love that also. You know what? You're right. I'll consider it for sure. Because I don't mind, I don't really mind trying to learn things on stream. Not really. Maybe I will, Tenacity. It's a good idea. Then people can learn along with me too. Okay. Alright, let's see. So I want to go to the curve editor. Graph editor. Where are you? There you go. Okay. Normalize this again, please. So this is it moving up on the z-axis. So, okay, so I can actually, I think I can just delete that point and then it should spool up. Interesting. Yeah. This is what I want. Okay, so it's basically going to be that animation. And then I'll have to figure out how quickly it's rotating. I do plan to make an add-on using geometry nodes in Python. Sweet. Python's also on my list of stuff to learn. I've been meaning to learn to code for ages, and Python seems like the logical choice given how much time I spend in Blender. Making mistakes live is what makes you legit. True. Well, that's like, isn't that kind of the part of the fun? Like, I try to stress that. Excuse me. I try to stress that in all of the videos I make, where I'm talking about art things in general, is like most of it's gonna be mistakes. 80 to 90% of it is just mistakes, and then you spend enough time to figure it out, and it starts to, you know, you fix all of those mistakes, and eventually it gets pretty good. I'm gonna take a crack at saying your name. Siuil? Siuil? Oh my goodness, I don't know how to say that. Can I just call you Aonarak, or is there a way you'd like me to pronounce it? Alright, let's see. Am I happy with this as the animation for the spool? It doesn't really have a lot of life. Like, it just kind of goes boonk. Hello, Horse Crazy Designs. That's a great username. I am making some sci-fi assets today. Some modular low poly sci-fi assets. These are also going to be given away, just like the dungeon ones. But I really wanted to try and make, like, I don't know, a centrifuge kind of weird sci-fi thing. So when I put it in engine, you'll be able to walk up. Oh, I probably have to animate the button too. I don't have to animate the button. I could do. Oh. Ducky 3D. Yes, Ducky 3D. I'm sorry, A1. Twitch chat keeps it keeps getting because I don't have it set up straight in OBS. I have to keep alt tapping back to it. Yeah, Ducky 3D. I don't know if that was your suggestion, if you heard me say it, but Ducky 3D is awesome. Actually, Ducky 3D does a lot with materials. So, see you will. But don't stress about it at all. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I gave it a good shot. But yeah, Horse, I'm just making some animated sci-fi stuff. Just simple stuff to problem solve and figure out things, and then when I'm done and things are all optimized and good to go, which reminds me, I think this has a face on it, doesn't it? Yes. When things are optimized and they're all good to go, I'm going to give these away for free. I'll give them away on Itch and on my Patreon for everybody. Free members, everything. let's see. So right now, chat, it looks a little like it's fine. This is fine as an animation. It just looks it feels a little static. You know what I mean? It's also kind of slow. I still feel like it's slow. It's a centrifuge. It should really be ripping. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna multiply it by like 4. And I'm gonna re-keyframe it. And I wanna see how fast this goes. That's better. Whee! Sorry, chat. I'm a child. Spinning things make me happy. Okay. So, I think this section needs to be a curve, and then the rest can be linear. Although, maybe I'll go to the graph editor and I'll just take this off of linear altogether. Let's just put it to quadratic to begin with and see what we get. Yeah, look at that. It's going so fast. Maybe add a random offset on Z using noise. I could do that. Oh, to make it jiggle up and down. What if it bobbed up and down slightly while spinning? Yes, good idea. Good idea. Okay, so I think I'm happy with the spinning. That's maybe a bit fast. It's a bit faster than I was expecting it to go. But it kind of looks cool. I mean, a centrifuge would fly back and forth. What it needs is some lighting effects. Ooh, I'd probably have to do the lighting effects in Unreal, because I don't know how to do an animated texture. I don't know how to translate an animated texture from Blender to Unreal. Well, let's try giving it some noise. I think we can do that in the graph editor. Does anybody remember how we do noise here? Modifiers, here we go. Noise. Whoa. No. Go back to your default value, please. What just happened? Back. Okay. Add modifier. Noise. There we go. Let's have its fades. No. Depth. Okay, let's reset that. Offset. Strength. There we go. This is what I want. Like very little. This also, I don't know if I want to do this with noise now that I think about it, because it's going to be random. You spin me right round like a centrifuge. Legit cover. What time do you usually live? What? Wow, I can speak. I can speak, chat. What time do you usually do live streams? See, I did it. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to between 12, like noon, and 1 Central Standard Time, depending on my schedule. Sometimes it'll go longer, sometimes shorter, and sometimes I will have other commitments I have to attend. But for the most part, that's the schedule. 3 times a week. I get to hang out with my chat and make some 3D stuff, which is really nice. Okay, so here's the thing. I think I'm going to get rid of this noise, but we're going to definitely do the floating bobbing up and down thing, because it'll add... You guys are absolutely correct. It'll add a lot of character to this animation. With the bobbing up and down suggestion, I was thinking it would be spinning much slower. I really like the idea, even if it's spinning really fast. Simply Overthinking says, noise usually makes the most organic looking animations. Just make sure that when it's spin up, the Z doesn't change so it doesn't snap. Yeah, I agree. It definitely makes the most natural looking animations. It's a good life. It is. Stream life is not a bad life, especially not in the Blender space because the community is so awesome. It's really, really nice. All right. Let's see. So I think, you know, I guess if we have just a tiny, tiny bit of noise on it, like a tiny, tiny bit, we could probably, you're an hour ahead of me, Nyoku. We could probably get it to look a little more natural, but also still have a predictable like cycle. So if I go to the graph editor, let's move it along here. Let's go back to the timeline. Go to 60, and I'm just gonna move it down just a smidge and rekey this. Yep, and then we'll just copy this. We'll put it at 90. We'll put this one at 120. Good grief, what happened? Okay, down, yep. 90. Why are you offsetting like that? Alright, whatever, I'll do it manually, it's fine. Hello, Rabbit. How long have I been doing 3D? I'm gonna guess 5 or 6 years. It might be long. I don't think it's longer than that. No, it can't be. It was around the time Blender 2.79 came out. Like when the interface first changed. So pretty much whenever that was. A while now. It's been a minute for sure. All right, let's see. Okay. It's not flopping around all over the place anymore. Okay, good. Up. Floating down a little bit. Okay, that's way too high. Here. Still too high. Down. Rekey it. Just gonna take its value here. And we'll go here. Paste it, rekey. And then here, we're gonna take that value down, up, down, up. Whoopsies, there we go. Let's paste it there. Rekey. It's this value I need here. This one. Okay. And then I'll add some noise sets. So let's go to the timeline. Not the timeline, the graph editor. Let me catch up on chat. Do you have a 3D job IRL, or is this your main way to earn a living? Just wondering, since I'm 17 and do 3D as well, and don't know if it's easy to make a living off it besides being a content creator. It's a little more complicated than that in my situation. I am a freelancer, but my background is not in 3D. I have a university degree in environmental design, where I focused on interior architecture. So that's kind of my professional training. So some of my work is architectural visualization, or ArcViz, which is 3D. Some of it's product design. Some of it's graphic design. So since you're 17, you're wondering if it's possible to make living off of it. Absolutely. It definitely is. In fact, there's another YouTuber. Hold on, this is important. This one's important if you're thinking of making a living off of Blender. I'm sure I have saved his videos. Oh, it's Renderer. I think it's just Renderer. Renderer. Yeah. I'm just gonna straight up copy this dude's channel link because... check it out. General Cartoons, what is the music in the background? It's very nice. Thank you. I made this music. This is my music. That's why I can play it on my stream without having to worry about it. That's what I said the last time I was here. Making game assets is a good start. Yes, it is. Especially low poly. Like what we're doing right now is a fantastic practice. Alright, let's grab this entire line. I'm going to add a modifier, noise. We're going to give this, let's give it like a 50 scale. Strength to like 0.1. And let's see what we get. Whoa. 2.1. So as long as it's hitting its breakpoints, that's fine, because then I can create another animation from here that will loop, and then I can flip the animation around. Hello, Downward Ocean. How's it going? Oh, stretch time. Time to stand up, chat. I mean, time to float and rearrange my atoms. My crystal matrix is misaligned. Alright. I'm going to check this from the front. Let's just take a look at it. Let's go back to the graph editor, select this, and if we... So it's very clean this way. This way you get just a little bit of wiggle, which I really like. Alright, cool. Let's go to the timeline. And in a little while, we'll struggle with... we'll have a struggle with it being... moving it to the NLA strip and then exporting it, because life is sad sometimes. I might rearrange my boom arm for my microphone, because I think I'm pretty far away from it most of the time. It's a good microphone. I imagine it probably sounds much better when I'm speaking from here. So we need another animation, which is going to be just it spinning, and that can be like a literally one single set of it rotating at that speed, which I'm going to have to calculate, which means I'm going to have to do math, which hurts my brain in a good way, but it still hurts. Just having a stretch chat. Okay. I agree that low poly work like this is fantastic practice. Works on fundamentals and creativity without getting overly hung up on geometry details. Gotcha, gasm. Oh, it's Craigasm. What am I thinking? True. It's exactly what you want. Right. Let's see. Alright, let's say... Let's pretend that I'm happy with that. Let's not really pretend. I actually am fairly happy with that. Let's go to the dope sheet. Action editor. Call this spool up. And save. So here's our spool up animation. I'm pretty happy with that. Now the challenge is going to be the challenge is going to be how to calculate how fast it's spinning. Although I don't think it really matters, as long as it, like, it doesn't have to be exact. As long as it visually matches the speed, it should be fine. And then I think in Unreal and whatever engines people use, you can set up a chain of animations. So they'll hit the button, it'll do its spool up animation, and then it'll continue its full speed animation until the button's hit again, in which case it'll trigger the spool down animation, and then it'll stop. So that's my thinking. Time for some more coffee chat. Will it pop? No, it didn't pop. Oh, scary. I'm gonna see if I can make my coffee lid pop. Hold on. Ah, no. I already shook it. Yes, I shake my coffee. I put it into a thermos with a very secure lid. I drink my coffee black, by the way. I put it into a thermos with a very secure lid. It's actually called a blender bottle. Interesting. And then I shake it because it tastes better. I don't know why, it just does. Take my coffee shaken. Okay. Okay. Should I push this down? Not yet, I don't think. Timeline. How fast is it covering 360 degrees? I think is what I need to learn. Hold on, let me reposition the microphone so you can hear me. Here we go. So here it's at 3698. I think what I should do is just make that a more sensible number. That way it's doing 10 rotations. There we go. Okay, so with it doing 10 rotations in 150 frames, that means I need 15 frames, and then for it to do 360 degrees in 15 frames, which is fast. So it's doing 2 RPM. Not RPM. 2 revolutions per second, which is 120 hertz, I guess. Wait, is that right? Is hertz in seconds? Frequency per second. Yeah, never mind. 2 hertz. I can't remember. There isn't enough coffee in the world. A guy was working on object motion blurring effects in Godot recently, talking about how extra tricky it is to get rotational motion blur working. I have no idea if that's equally difficult in Unreal. Probably. Probably so. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's go to the dope sheet. Let's just do that. Let's push that down. Create a new action. Spin cycle like it's a dishwasher or a washing machine. I think the takeaway I took was make a blurred texture version and swap it in. Oh, that's a clever solution. The bobbing looks so good. I stepped away for a minute to make lunch. It really gives it life. It was a great suggestion. Cycle per second is hertz. That's correct. Okay, yeah, my brain is working. Oh, legend in the chat! Comet Lord Miniatures is here! All hail! I am a cultist of the cult of the Comet Lord. So when my lord comes into the chat, I must acknowledge it. There's bots in my Twitch chat. Go away. I can't remember how to ban people. Fuck off. Pardon my language. Hertz, that's correct. Nice. All right. Let's see. We need a new one. So I need this one to be 15 frames long, which means I need the timeline. I hate that you cannot edit this from the action editor. You have to go to the timeline, tell it to go to 15 frames, and then go back. Which is insane. That's insane. You know what? Maybe this should be 30 seconds so it can... Oh, maybe it'd be better for it to be a longer animation. Okay, let's go back to the timeline. Let's put it back to 150. I know how much it's got to rotate in that duration, so let's see. Where is it here? If I go to the NLA, let's go to edit. Dope sheet. Spool up. Spin cycle. Go to spool up. Can I copy these over? Just spin cycle? Oh, maybe no. Quick search suggests UE has a dedicated rotational motion blur material. Very nice. What's up, Pumpkin? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's see. Spool up. So I want to take my... I guess I just want to take the information from here, don't I? So, Z position. Spin cycle at the start. Here. Keyframe it. Its rotation, I know, needs to be... I might actually need to alter this. Let's go back here to 0, because there might be a duplicate frame. What the heck? Not the location. Rotation. There we go. Okay, it's bobbing up and down. That's great. I found a new most annoying thing in Blender for me. Looping flags. You mean flags like that blow in the wind? Is that what you mean? Let's see. Okay. Spin cycle is not what I want to watch. I want to watch spool up. Wait, no, spin cycle is what I want. You are the wrong value. Let's go to spool up. Grab its object transforms here. Copy that. Spin cycle. There we go. Keyframe it there. Save. Make user. Save it. What the heck is going on here? This is my first time hearing about comment load miniatures. That's some absolutely epic work. Isn't it, though? It's insane. What's going on here? Okay, wait. Let's go to spool up. I'm going to push it down. And go to the timeline. Okay, I think this is how I have to do this here. Select this. Put it there. Okay. Oh, it's wobbling. Yep, good. Keyframe, keyframe. Right? So good. So good. Alright, so I wanted to... Why are my object transforms? Yeah, location. I don't care about these at all. Where's my NLA? Spool up. Fine, good. Spin cycle. Hello, hot dog kitty. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Alright, let's see. So this is spin cycle. What are you doing here? Why are you doing this? Let's go to the non-linear animation. Lock that. Spin cycle we can bring down. It's only got the one keyframe. Okay, so I don't want to do that yet. Kind of new to your channel, so what's your overall project about? Well, just general 3D tips. I kind of specialize in, let's say specialize. I cover a lot of content with like texture painting, hand painting, and yeah. I'm interested in helping people learn Blender because I think it's one of the most powerful creative tools on the face of the planet, and the fact that it's completely free can literally change people's lives. It's added a lot of value to my life just by existing, so. Doing alright, Hot Dog Kitty. What about you? I am doing just fine, actually, today. Thank you. Sakigake Makazawa. Hello there. Still grinding hard, aren't we? Yes, I am. Welcome back, Nitro. I'm doing just fine. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm trying to put a second action in here. I had this problem before when I was doing it with a different person. Or with a different model. Okay, spin cycle. That's correct, and then immediately, what? Oh, good. Okay, no, it's actually behaving itself now. Great. I go to 150, 3600. I keyframe. I go to 30. I move it down ever so slightly. I keyframe. 60. Up ever so slightly. I keyframe. 90. Down ever so slightly. I keyframe. And 120. Up ever so slightly. A keyframe. I save. I test. Okay, this one needs to be, though, if I go to the graph editor here, this one needs to be linear. This one cannot be not linear. Or constant, maybe. No, not constant. Linear, please. Scooch it up. There we go. We did it! Hello, bots. Yes. How do I... Hold on. Let me switch to Twitch here. You. Okay. How the heck do I ban these people? Get out of here. Am I unable to ban people from my own chat? What the heck? I can press I for keyframe also? Yes. But I tried that earlier in a like when I was practicing earlier, and it didn't work correctly. So I'm just doing it this way right now. Let's see. You have the same problem that I have. Which problem is that, Pumpkin? Which one? I got lots of problems in Blender. How do I ban these people? Get out of here, moderator. Turn on. Oh, okay. Never mind. There we go. How do I ban? How do I ban? With actions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the actions are kind of a pain in the butt. I want this off. Shield mode off. Okay. For me, they just don't work. I had a phenomenal amount of trouble with them for sure. I think they changed keyframing. They might have. They might have. Yeah. All right, let's see here. How do I do this? No! No, 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 no. No! Holy crap, that was scary. Whoopsies. All right, let's go back here. Go back to the timeline. Scary things just happen, chat. It's fine. Don't worry about it. For a non-linear editor, I'm gonna have to deal with it in just a second. How do I do this? U. Yes. A1. I am granting you power. For the time being. Character animation, everything else though, yuck. I kind of like it. I kind of like it all, really. Alright, A1, you're in charge. And we pop it out. Pop out, pop out, pop out. Here we go. Okie dokie. Let's see. Now, if I go to the timeline, set it to 300, I should, theoretically, in the NLA, then be able to scootily boot this. No, not both of them. Just this one. Spool up one I don't need. You can go. Spin cycle at 150. Why? Why will you not play back? I don't know how to use that. You don't know how to use mod powers? That's fine. I think just having a mod in there will help. Alrighty, let's see. So Blender, when I ask you to play the NLA for me, why don't you do it? Anybody have thoughts on this? I don't want a new action. This frame start at 1 and end at 150, yes. Nothing combine. Okay, so spin cycle's working. Yeah, top NLA works. This one here. Spin cycle's working right now. So let's go to nothing combine. Oh, there we go. It was masking it, basically. Okay, so spool up. Yeah, let's see if it glitches out. Yes, it does. It's spinning much, 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 much slower. There's also should be a blend in. This one here, blend out. Whoa! Oh yeah. Okay. Blend in 0. What did you do? Yeah, and if you switch them or put them in the same thing, it's so annoying. I was trying for hours and it didn't work. Okay, so... Oh, my head's in the way. Let me move. Okay. Pumpkin. I think what happens here, I don't know this for sure, but I think what happens here is that one will actually... It's like a layer stack in Photoshop. One will actually hide the other. So what you're looking for is extrapolation and blending. So normally this is on hold and replace, right? Both of them are on hold and replace. So only the one that's on top will show up, right? But if I select this one first and I go do nothing for the extrapolation and combine it with the other animation, do nothing, combine, then it will actually play both of them. So it's not holding one out or doing anything like that. You have to sign off. This was super fun. Looking forward to catching future streams. Thanks for coming by. It's great to have you here. We'll see you next time. Give it a few years and Blender AI will probably be able to answer back. Lol. It is dumb. I agree. It's a dumb thing. I mean, it has its reasons, but it's very frustrating that there's no clear way to just be like, let these combine together. All right, let's see. So we need to change the speed of that. Also, what the heck is happening here? There's like a frame where it disappears. Why? The I'm out frame? Why isn't do nothing combined the default? Yeah, I wonder. The I'm out frame. Let's see. And no, this one. Excuse me, 151. Okay. Let's start you at 148 then. No. No, Blender. Blender. Ah. What on earth is going on? Auto blend. Try that. There you are. What are you doing up there? Yes, finally a looping flag. Let's go. Woohoo. That's awesome. All right. What are you doing? Why are you here? You should be there. Manual frame range from 148 to, what is this? 237? Yep. Okay, things are happening that I don't understand and it's making me angry. It's making me anger. Check if you have transform on Z-axis. Well, I do have a transform on the Z-axis. That's what's making it bob up and down. Let's see. Okay, this one's fine. This one's blending it. Okay, let's... Okay, fine here. And then here, it's not fine. 150. There's 2 frames where it's super high up. Why is that? There's not 2 frames where it's super high up here. How am I doing? Hi, very deep, Val? I'm gonna say Val. Hello. How am I doing? I'm alright. How about you? You have a Z location 0 in your animation. OM Elfin here. Hello, thank you. Let me see. Is it right here? I do. You are absolutely correct. Thank you. Come back. I have a Z rotation of 0. Do you have 2 NDAs on at the same time? Maybe they combine. Yeah, I do. Let's go to the NLA. I don't need to export them like that, maybe. Why is this off? Okay. We're going back. 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 Further back. Okay. My time in this realm is done. I have to get back to work. Enjoy the stream. Have a good day. Thanks, Ethereal Regions? Ethereal Regions. Goodness. Thanks, Ethereal. Have a great day. Now, but different timings, so shouldn't be a problem, I think. Difficult. Good. Also, can call you V if that's easier. I will call you V then. Thank you. It is easier. I don't know how to make those vowel sounds altogether. Vowidv. Don't know. V. Alright. Well, V, we're struggling to get this dang animation working. Just fine. Nothing. Combine. Nothing. Combine. What if I hold and combine? What if I hold and combine this? Okay, wait, hold on, wait. It's doing exactly what I want. But it's way high up. Why? Oh, I think... Oh, it's combining... Is it combining their 2 values together? Is that what it's doing? Is that what combine means? The Z locations are adding together because of the combined blending. Thank you, Jivko. It's exactly what I was just wondering. Okay. So, what are the other options? Multiply? No. So just replace? Replace. Lower it by hand. I could. I think the blend modes here are going to be the key. So, nothing. Okay, let's put this one on hold. This one... Wait, let's hold forward. Hold forward. Only hold the last frame. No. This one, nothing. Oh. Yes. Yes, okay, now if I just get the speed going at the right speed, it'll be great. So, what's confusing is this should be going to exactly 3600. What's the difference between combine and add? That's a good question. Spinning and bouncing animation? Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Basically, I'm trying to model and animate a centrifuge. And I've got the 2 animations. This one, spin cycle, is going to need a little bit of tweaking because, as you can see, the speeds are different. It slows way down. This one is going, I believe... It should be... Yeah, 3600. So it's rotating 1 degree every 15, or one full circle every 15 frames, or half a second. I'm a fan of your tutorial videos, by the way. Stumbled over one a few days ago about texture painting. Your content is great. Keep it up, my dude. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say. OM Elfin here. Thank you very much. Alright. It's coming up on noon, chat, but we're not going to stop until we solve this problem. I want to figure this out. So the next thing I need to do, I think all I need to do now is edit this action. If I edit this... Well, actually, hold on, wait. I don't want to edit that one. I want to edit this one, don't I? Because I need to make sure that it's spinning at the right rate. So, let's go here. 3600. Okay, speed. Okay. So I do need to edit this. I need it to go faster. Hold on a second, what the heck? What? Okay. 210 should be on 240. You should be on 300. Non-linear animation. Stop editing. Oh. I think I know what the problem might be. Oh, it's linear. It's linear, chat. Zero is where it should be. 3600 is where it should be. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll just edit the value. Because like I said, it doesn't really matter as long as it visually looks like it. Let's see. Maybe just add another 1800 and re-keyframe. Let's go back to the NLA. Stop editing. What are you doing? There we go. Yeah. Let's check the speed. It's still slower. Okay, that's fine. We can adjust it. Let's edit it. Let's go here. Let's add another 1800. Re-keyframe it. Back to the NLA. Stop editing. Save. And check it out. Ah, we did it, chat! We did it! Okay, sweet. Alright. Oh, that feels good. We did it! Yay! Okay, now what I need to do I need to go to the timeline. I need to add another 150 frames, 450. I need to go to the dope sheet. Actually, let's go to the NLA. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna add a new action. Strip. Come on. No action. Here we go. 300 new. We're gonna call this spool down. Nothing. Okay, good. We're gonna go to dope sheet, spool down, save it as a fake user, starting at frame 300. What I want to do, actually, let's unfake user that. I want to go to spool up, duplicate it. I'm gonna call it spool down. I'm gonna move all of its frames backwards. So starting at frame 300 and then moving 30 frames at a time. So 300, 330, 360, 390, 420, and 450. Right there. So it'll stop. Okay. That's fine. Spool down one's fine. Let's save it. Let's go to the NLA. Nice. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it feels good when you figure something tricky out like that. Okay, spool down. Spool up. 001. Go to the graph editor. Not the graph editor. Hello, dope sheet. Okay, I do need to go to the graph editor because this here needs to be linear. Just needs to spool right down. Okay, so timeline, play. Oh no, not linear. Quadratic. We used quadratic. That's what we did. Okay, so let's go here. Graph editor. Interpolation mode, quadratic. Let's see what we get. What? Okay, we're gonna have to use some other one. Let's see. What should we do? Exponential. Okay. Let's have it busier then. The Z Euler rotation. This should be the only selectable one now. Difficulty. What is this here? Okay, Z Euler rotation is what we want. We should be spinning at he's out. Okay, let's try ease in. We're just gonna fiddle, chat. I definitely do not want that. I want to go to interpolation mode linear. No. What am I gonna use? Let's try constant. Constant's just gonna drop it right off, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this one, at least it starts correctly. Alright, if I want to add a handle... Okay, play. It'll go full speed. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay, first animated model for my game works. Let's go! Alright, let's just see how this looks. It's going okay. It speeds up a lot, so let's move this way. It's really weird. Only 199 more to go, eh, Pokemon? Feel that. Okay. Now, why? Oh. What happens here at this keyframe? It's rotation here, 3600. Is it changing direction? Is that why? Oh, man. Okay. No, it's rotating in the correct direction. Still going in the correct direction. And then it flips. Okay. Why? Okay, up, down. I want it to slow down there, so I need to... Or do I care? Do I care about it slowing down? Yeah, I kind of do. You're speeding it up at the end. Wait, what? Yes. Yeah. It was flipping into the negative, so it was reversing. Let's see. I'm going to zoom out all the way to the beginning just to see what we get here. Okay, yeah. It's got noise on it. That's fine. Noise on that channel is fine. Go to the NLA. Spool down 1. Action stash. Let's just spool up. Spool down 1. Okay, is this what I was editing? Nope. Blender files. Actions. Oh, I really don't want any of these in here. There we go. Actions. Spool down 1. Delete. Spool up, spool down, spin cycle. Disc also can go. Spool down is what I want to edit. Okay. At frame 300 and 300 is where this needs to start. What if you change the 2 linear keyframes to not linear and make it smooth? I'm gonna give that a try. How did Bolty move again? You should be over there. Alright, let's take a look. If I go to the timeline. Frame 300. I want its rotation to be 0. And keyframed. And then let's say what was it? It was okay, keyframe that also. And then right here, what's your value here? Did you not accept my keyframe? Rude. Keyframe at 9,000. What are you doing? Spool down. Yeah, okay. 300. 3,600. Oh my god, what's happening? Delete that. Delete strip. I feel like they broke something in the new version. They might have done. They just might have. I don't think so. I think I'm misunderstanding what's happening here, but let's delete this. Delete strip. Okay. Dope sheet. Spool up, spool down. Why do I still have an action called? Why is there a duplicate of this in my NLA that I can't delete? There we go. Okay, it was locked. That's why. Spool up, spin cycle. Spool down is being edited right now. This should be nothing. Let's activate both of these, please. Yep, okay, so frame 1, good. Spooling up. It's at this point I would be using static models and animating in the game engine. Yeah, fair enough. But I still want to learn how to do it. So I'm going to bash my head against the wall until I do it. And then I'll go and make lunch and do some other work. Okay. Let's see, 150. Okay. Still looking okay here. Yes. Great. Great. And then spool down. Okay, so let's go to Action Editor. Spool down. Okay, now it's actually registering. So here to 9,000. And then here. 9,000. Whoop! 9,360. So fast, 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 slower. Perfect. I'm gonna save. All right, now we need to go to the graph editor. Also, spool down can be saved. Graph editor. Okay, so keyframe here. Are you changing direction or are you just... Why is it changing direction? That's what I'd like to know. Let's see. Okay, coming here. It's going... Is it rotating in the correct direction at all? Okay, it is rotating in the correct direction. For some reason, this is rotating counterclockwise, which is fine. It doesn't have to go clockwise, but... Oh, it's because I... What? No, I didn't rotate it in a negative value. I'm confused. Do we do... Is radians counted counterclockwise? I can't remember. I can't remember. anything. Okay, let's see. Starting here. Let's just pause and take stock, chat. What do we have that works? We have the first two animations working correctly. So it goes up, speeds up, nice and quick, bobs up and down, continues going. Okay, and then for the third animation, it does some really strange stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at the graph editor. Let's go to the dope sheet, make sure we're on the right one. Spool down, we are. Let's go to the graph editor. What is happening with the values here? Okay, right here. So this actually needs to be 7200, doesn't it? Yep. Dope sheet. $7,200. Keyframe it. If we do that. Okay, if we go to timeline, no, not timeline, graph editor. We scooch over to where this is supposed to start, 300. We grab our keyframes up to here. We make this linear. No, let's try easing then, or Bezier. What is it? It's in, okay. Because its rate of change is not constant, that's why. Having a hard time understanding why using a quadratic going the other way wouldn't work. Like, why are you stopping here? It's just stopping. Interpolation mode, linear. If I convert this to a Bezier, it just stops. Am I doing this wrong? Perhaps it's like this. It's flipping backwards. Okay, okay. Maybe, hold on. Maybe brain work. Maybe brain work. Okay, stop. Go 300 to here. That's going to be perfect right there, which means I need to insert a keyframe. By all channels is fine. Right here, I can delete that keyframe. Okay, view, timeline, here. Okay, maybe drawing in here, let's see. Object transforms, Z Euler rotation, we want to. It's just come back down a little bit. Wait, is it? Yep. We're gonna go also add its Z location here. And then here, we're just gonna add its Z location back down to right about there. Okay, let's check the NLA. Push spool down to the NLA. Okay. Might have done it. Might have done it, chat. Let's see. Fingies crossed. Let's see what we get. Spooling up. Yep. Good. Spinning like crazy. Bobbing up and down. Very good. And coming down to rest. Oh! Oh! We did it, chat. We did it. Yes! Oh! Okay, time to stand up. Rearrange my molecules again. Oh, that is satisfying. Thanks, Pumpkin. Wow. Oh. We did it. Yay. Thank you. Ah, I'm very satisfied. That was more difficult than I expected. But that's exactly why we do these kinds of things, to figure out how. Let's go! Satisfaction, g. Happy, g. Glad. Yeah. All of the above. Oh, I'm excited to give that a whack. I have no idea how to set, like, how to do the visual programming for, like, set call events so I can trigger an animation in Unreal. But I know people who do. Ah, that's very satisfying. I think that's actually the first time. Is that the first time? I think that's... No, it's not the first time I've done a multi-animation thing, but it's the first time where I've done one with a 3-stage animation and made it consistent. I am intensely satisfied with that. I'm gonna save. Let's see what this looks like with the scene world. Pull that down. Sweet. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, obviously it's very, 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 very simple, right? It's a very, very simple prop, but man, is it ever satisfying to do. Because that same principle can be applied across all sorts of things. Okay. Very happy about that. Oh, all right, chat. I think that's going to be it for today. We managed to do it. YouTube compression makes the whole screen flash funny. I don't doubt that at all. I imagine that is completely true. Ah, satisfaction. All right, let's put these on. I'm gonna put them into their own collection and call it Centrifuge. There we go. Thanks, Caldnell. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out. Thanks, Jason. I will be back on Tuesday. I'll keep you guys posted on that, but I should be back on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Probably going to continue animating some more sci-fi assets, or at least blocking some out. We may go also back to the dungeon assets, and I'll be doing some work in the meantime to build and flesh out those asset packs, essentially. But that is going to do it for me today. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. And I will hopefully see you